How's it going, everybody? Welcome to a brand new Locals feature match. We're in round 4 from May 15th Locals, and in this matchup, we've got Burning Abyss Phantom Knight versus Photon Galaxy. Yeah, that's right, Photon Galaxy, piloted by yours truly. Now, unfortunately, this isn't the table 1 feature match. I was 2-1 at this point with the deck, trying to finish 3-1 because I was very doubtful that the deck could do so, but I was surprised I had gotten this far, and I put a lot of time in theory and play testing into the Photon Galaxy deck, and I was actually pretty happy to see it actually performing pretty well. And you guys are going to see some pretty cool things in this match, but unfortunately not from our Phantom Knight Burning Abyss player, who has opened a very poor hand and is setting a Kagamucha Knight and passing it over to us, where we start with the normal summon, a Galaxy Wizard. Now, I know a lot of you guys who have seen me play Photon in the past know that I often played a very Galaxy Knight heavy build. But this time around, I've decided to switch things up because consistency is king, and Galaxy Wizard is a far better card for the deck regarding consistency. Galaxy Knight is a great card, but I wish I could play them both at 3 and be able to normal summon both of them in a turn, but unfortunately you cannot do that. And Wizard does enable quite a few cards, so... but you're going to see my opponent have Drone Lock on the resolution of my Wizard, adding Galaxy Expedition. You know, search any Galaxy card, but we've got the Gamma, baby. That's going to summon out Psy-Frame Driver. Now, I know what you're thinking, Winter. What are you going to do with these cards? Are you going to link them off? You're going to synchro? What are you going to do? You're probably going to link them off, right, for a Soul Flare? Nope. We just synchroed into Chaos Ruler, and we're milling 5. And what happens? We whiff completely, and there's another card in that stack of cards we milled there. You guys might recognize as well, a Cell Light. Yeah, I've been putting a lot of time and effort into this Photon Galaxy build. It is different. It is different. Probably the most different build I've ever had of Photon Galaxy. I'm probably going to be doing a test hand video very soon, so be on the lookout for that. And of course, it's the deck we're doing next for One Deck 1 Month, so that should be starting up. The first episode for Photon Galaxy should be up next week, mid next week, hopefully. But unfortunately, that's not going to find us a light extender. We play a lot of them, but we didn't draw any. But we're going to resolve Galaxy Soldier here, discarding the Galaxy Knight, which I currently am playing as a 1 of. And that is going to resolve to add Galaxy Eyes Afterglow Dragon, which is a amazing extender. I only wish there was like a Galaxy Synchro I could go into. A Galaxy Eyes Synchro, which I'm surprised and not surprised there isn't one, but because we don't have a Galaxy Tuner, I don't believe. But either way, I digress. Now, following that play up with the summon of Photon Vanisher on summon that will search Galaxy Eyes Photon Dragon. You know, sometimes I wish that Vanisher would search other cards other than just Galaxy Eyes Photon Dragon. Sometimes I wish the Photon Orbital and Photon Vanisher were Galaxy monsters. That would make them really good. Sometimes I just don't like how Galaxy Soldier and Wizard can only search galaxies. And it can't search Orbital, and Orbital is like the only monster in the main deck that searches photons. Rather upsetting, but hey, it is what it is. So either way, we're going to add a copy of Galaxy Brave off of that Orbital, the one of Galaxy Brave that I'm currently playing, and that is going to reveal that GEPD in hand to copy its level and summon itself to the field, since Galaxy Eyes Photon Dragon is a Photon monster. He is the only one that's both, I believe, in the main deck. And that's going to copy and target Knight's attack and defense. So it'll be 2,800 and 2,500, I think, for defense, or 26. And then we're going to go right into number 90 using Chaos Ruler, who is, you know, a nice level 8 monster to be able to overlay with a card like Brave. And we're going to follow up with Expedition. So we got ourselves a nice monster negate here before we continue to pop off with Expedition. And Expedition's going to summon Galaxy Eyes from the deck, obviously, because we do have Afterglow in hand. And most of you could probably imagine what's going to come next here. Going to summon Afterglow to the board. We're not going to go for Felgran, but instead we're going to go for number 62, Galaxy Eyes Prime Photon Dragon. And yeah, it's quite the mouthful of words there, but this card is no joke, especially in the situation that we're in. So when he attacks, he can detach, and I believe it happens during damage calc. Detach, and my opponent isn't going to have Nibiru, at the end of main phase, but I do, of course, have the negate, and we're going to proceed to go into battle phase again, where I'm going to use number 62's effect after first I attack with number 90, so we can actually OTK here, and attack directly, so that's going to make him gain attack equal to the combined ranks of all Xyz monsters on the field times 200, so in this case, he'll be gaining 32, and that'll be doubled by Afterglow. Since he was detached during the battle phase, doubling the attack of all numbered Xyz monsters I control, I guess number 90 included, making him go to 5,000, which is nuts. And we're already on to game 2 just like that. And, of course, I want to mention something else that's pretty awesome is Imperium Duelist. If you guys are interested in picking up amazing playmats, sleeves, deck boxes, dice, these 2 mats you see on the screen are both from Imperium. They got amazing TCG accessories. Check them out. Link to their site below, and a discount code that you guys can use to save 10% off your entire order, and that code is WinterKills10 off. Should be on the screen. So save some money and support the channel in the process. And if you guys are buying anything on TCG Player, please do not forget to use the affiliate link I have for the site down in the description below of pretty much all of my videos, and you guys shop and check out using that link. A small bit of the revenue from your purchase will go right back in the channel and helps out a ton. And also consider becoming a member of the channel today. Link below and more information as well. So my opponent here doing standard PKBA things. Obviously, the first stepping stone is to go into Cherubini. I probably should have used the Lancia I had here a bit earlier. I guess I was afraid of Gamma myself, but I also have a Gamma in hand here. For a moment, I was tempted to actually Gamma this this graph. I guess looking back, that would have been a good play because, you know, hindsight's 20/20, but my opponent has double Droll and I think Red Eyes in his hand. So that technically would have been a really good play. But I decided to let him commit a little more because I was waiting for the Bardiche. I wanted to Gamma the Bardiche because that'll clear that body off the field, something that could potentially act as an interruption if you can get to a rank 3. So yeah, he uses Seer. That brings back out the Cherubini. That's completely fine. And on the activation of Cherubini, we go ahead and fire off the Gamma, which is going to be huge. And we're going to have something on top of that that's going to make the Gamma actually just even more broken than it already is. So I think on the resolution of Gamma, I activate the Lancia, which again is something I should have just used earlier on. I just didn't have any reason not to use it once he put a monster on board. Once I saw that Phantom Knight hit the board, that probably should have been good enough reason to use it because he has a Boots and a Gloves engraved, so I should have used it earlier, but I decided to just use it now. My opponent had no response in the resolution, so I just go ahead and use it there. And something else that happens here, my opponent doesn't have a follow-up here, obviously with the unfortunate hand that he did have. Probably could have kept comboing if he didn't have the Gamma there. I don't know how much further, but yeah, Gamma's a pretty solid card. I think we can all agree. So here we go to the end phase, and I'm thinking, like, what happens to the Gamma and the driver if I'm under Lancia? And for some reason, I thought they got sent to the grave, but I was like, wait a minute, did they stay? Because if they stay, that'd be pretty nice, actually. So I just asked the judge real quick. I know it's probably a pretty amateur question, but I wasn't sure. But, you know, they get banished in the end phase, but if they can't get banished, then they just chill out. So we get to start our turn with the driver and the Gamma still in play, which is kind of crazy because that's going to allow me to be able to go right into Chaos Ruler. And I think since this match and some other matches I played on stream as well, where I've been doing a lot of testing with this deck. So if you guys want, check out some of the recent VODs over on my Twitch, link below. I stream every Sunday and Monday. Would love to see more people at the Twitch stream. It's a great time. A nice little chill hangout, and we've been doing a lot of Photon Galaxy testing. So if that interests you, go ahead and check out the Twitch link below and toss the channel a follow. So we go right into the Chaos Ruler, and that reveals here, you know, like it's supposed to. We get some pretty crazy reveals: Double Wizard, Afterglow, and Soldier. So it's basically like I wanted to play level 8 synchros because Gamma is a very high impact and also like easily like you know, accessible hand trap for this deck to use. There are so many cards that can be activated that are very vulnerable to Ash that are also at points where you can use Gamma. So I figured, you know, why not make more use out of Gamma instead of just making a Link 2, which sometimes won't net you really anything. Why not be able to, you know, add something like a synchro to the deck like Chaos Ruler? And that could potentially act as an extender and make the deck, just a little bit more consistent here and there when the Gamma does resolve, allowing for plays to be more explosive. So I used that Galaxy Zero that I had to bring back the Afterglow that I milled. Obviously, use Wizard to make itself level 8. I'm under Droll, so I can't do any searching. So I just go into the battle phase and attack over the Cherry Beanie for 25. Now, I did miss game here, thanks to my Twitch chat telling me that I could have gone for game. I was caught up in the fact that I didn't have Galaxy Eyes as a material, so I was thinking I was going to do half battle damage because of 62's restriction. So I make the number 90 instead, but what I didn't realize is that I could have just overlaid the Wizard and the Afterglow for number 62, gone into the battle phase, activated its effects, detaching Afterglow, and instead of summoning Galaxy Eyes, I could have attached Galaxy Eyes to number 62, allowing it to still do the full 11,200 damage that it needed to do for a game. Just punch right over the Cherry Beanie. So I missed game, which is, a little risky, but my opponent's hand is pretty much unplayable right now. I think he drew Red Eyes, I think he drew Red Eyes alongside his Dark Magician. So all he has really to work with right now is the 2 Phantom Knight monsters in grave and the Drolls in hand as normal summons. So I get my search of Expedition for next turn because I have a pretty nice hand to follow. But I didn't get to use much because, again, Droll was in play. So yeah, my opponent has Droll, Dark Magician, and Red Eyes in hand. It's so unfortunate. So I think his only play from here is going to... I think he starts with the Gloves, and Gloves is going to go ahead and send... a few options to send here. Could send, of course, Fogblade. Could send Wings, because I know some lists are playing Wings. I'm just not so familiar with the Phantom Knight stuff at the moment. It's a deck that I do want to play again. I do miss Burning Abyss, obviously, after, the whole Block Dragon deck, how fun that was. Obviously, it wasn't such a huge Burning Abyss deck. The PKBA version sort of more true to form. It's also looking at possibly playing a more pure BA build that's very trap heavy that I know has been pretty popular the past couple months. But not super familiar with all the PK plays that are going on. And there's quite a few pretty crazy combos involving like the Rank Up, the Dark Rebellion stuff. Very, very cool plays that can be made. So we're going to see him activate Wings. And Wings, I think, is going to bring out the Boots from the grave. And then after that, I'm really not sure what else can be done. Other than maybe like normal summoning the Droll and Lockbird and just making a Link 2. And I think the only Link 2 you might be able to make at that point would be maybe a Cerberus, maybe Anaconda. I mean, Anaconda would make more sense because he does have Red Eyes and Dark Magician in the deck. He plays those obviously not because he likes their artwork, but he's playing Red Eyes Dark Dragoon. So, but of course, we still have the Monster Negate here. So I think my opponent knows that the writing's on the wall here already, and he's just kind of just playing it out just to play it out. So yeah, he goes into the Anaconda. He's going to pay the 2K cost. Drop him down to 35, and of course I will negate their detaching Wizard to negate and destroy. And my opponent, of course, passes because he's got nothing else after that. We turn our, I think, number 90 to attack position here without wasting any time, doing any other necessary plays, going right into the battle phase and swinging in for game. And my opponent shows me his hand, Red Eyes and Dark Magician. You gotta hate to see it. And we had a fully loaded hand as well. Prosperity that wasn't able to fire off because of the Droll. But, we were able to take that game pretty quickly in just about 10 minutes or so, 12 minutes. So, yeah. Photon Galaxy taking the match there, 2-0 versus Phantom Knight Burning Abyss. Now, unfortunately, our Phantom Knight Burning Abyss player in both games really didn't get to do much. But wanted to get you guys this match just because, you could see some Photon Galaxy gameplay. Because I think it's been quite some time since I've had any Photon Galaxy in a feature match. So I hope you guys enjoyed this one. As uneventful as it may have been, I hope you enjoyed it regardless. And please leave a like and a comment if you haven't already, and subscribe if you haven't already as well. Helps out the channel a ton. And yeah, as always, guys, WinnerKill signing out. We'll see you in the next one. And last but not least, got to give a shout out to all the YouTube members supporting this channel, and a special thanks to our Divine Level channel member, and he is Cadillacs, aka Chadillacs84. Thank you, man, so much for your continued and extremely generous support over these past several months.